Hello, welcome to Floral Joos. My name's John McDonald, and today we're going to make an interesting arrangement. And really the inspiration for this arrangement today is that I have some beautiful orange roses, and I was looking to think how best could I use this. Now, I was very tempted to split these down and make something like a corsage or something, but I just think they're so striking. And then when I was looking around, I realised that these dry Strelitzia leaves in combination with a black container is really quite an interesting combination. So we're going to make a design using these, and I want to use this black melamine container. This is absolutely fantastic. We're going to use a couple of kenzans or pinholders. Now these were something that people used to use a long time ago, and they were very, very popular. They're very much a useful thing to have in your toolbox. You can use them again and again and again. They're not going to go off. If you are interested in buying some, we do have a link in the description of the video that takes you to a company called Wazakura. With your first order, you would get basically 10% off your first order, and they make very good quality pin holders, or they supply very good quality pin holders, and they also ship worldwide. So if you're interested, then that's an option, but it's something that's worth just having a look out for as well. They're the type of thing that you might see in a charity shop actually, which is not so good, but it is good. But it's the type of thing, if you can find them, they're really, really long-lasting and usable. So I'm just popping in our leaves. Now, I don't want to go too mad with these. And if they can sit out of the water, even better. Now, I think as well, with an arrangement like this, we need to decide, are we going low? Where is the arrangement actually going to go? So I'm going to assume that it's sitting on a sideboard and it's front facing. That would be the best. I think this type of container works really well for basically a sideboard arrangement, or for going down a table, then it works. Obviously, if it's on a table and people are going to be either side, it needs to work from both sides. But what we've done now is we've basically placed our leaves and we've created a framework for us to place our flowers. Now, I do love the fact that the Strelitzia leaves have such movement. They're just so dynamic. But I've got a couple of sunflower heads. Now these were sunflowers that are fresh, but they have started to go over. So rather than binning them, what you can do is you can just strip off the petals. It's really, really easy to do, and then make use of the seed head. Now these little gladioli are just so cute, but I think they're quite striking as well. So we're going to bring them in. And this is going to give a little bit of colour into there. And as well, onto this bit as well. Now I'm going to face one backwards, which might seem a little bit odd, but it tends to give a bit of depth to a design and show just a different angle. So what we've done is we've given some vertical lines to our design. And now we can have a little look at our roses. So really for me, the thing that's exciting about these roses is that they are a splash of colour. And it's that colour that I really want to pick up on. Now you can see it's very easy to use the pin holder to support your flowers. And when you're looking at a stem like this, just look and see how you can break it down to make useful segments. So by taking out that piece, I've got a unit, and then this can be broken down into further units as well. Now, I don't think we really want to have too much greenery. And you'll notice that I'm using a knife for cutting. The great thing about a knife is it's very easy to use. People are sometimes a little bit scared of them because they are very sharp, but it gives a very good cut to the stem of the flowers. So scissors or secateurs, they tend to pinch the stem and crush the stem, whereas actually the roses, the knife gives you a much better cut. Yeah, I want to bring a bit into there. So in a way, I like the idea of just massing these roses. I think because they're such a cute little rose, they're going to take your eye in. Now, I'm putting one or two here because as you walk past, you are going to get glimpses through the actual arrangement. And it's these little glimpses of something further back that tend to give you depth. So even if I can get one right into there, actually that works. Yeah. And one down into here as well. So what we're doing when we're making an arrangement is we're creating lines, we're creating movement with our other materials, we're creating focal points with maybe colour or maybe with large shapes, and we want it to work as one unit. So essentially that is the kind of joy of creating a flower design, is seeing what you've got, seeing what container you've got, deciding where you're going to be placing this design, and then seeing how best that works. So in a way, like this gladiola is really picking up on this leaf and it works well together. Now, I just want to add a couple of other dried materials just to create a little bit of contrast and a little bit of interest. And then you really have to think, at some point, you've got to stop. So for all I've got a couple of roses left and a couple of dried bits left, I think this is just the perfect balance now. And that is today's design. So we've got these orange roses that are really striking with their colour, and it's how best to use them. Now, we could have made a bouquet, we could just put them in a vase, but making something with other bits and bobs that you've got is a way of making something that's much more interesting and adds value to your basic flower. So we've used some dry leaves to give us structure. We've used the gladiola to give us vertical lines in contrast to these rhythmic lines. We've used the sunflowers to give us a good focal area, and obviously the big punch is the colour and the texture of the roses. And then just one or two little details just to set that off. So this is going to look really, really good in a modern setting or even in a traditional setting as well. And it's going to make people stop and look. And that's really what you want when you make a flower arrangement, is to make something that catches people's eye and makes them look twice so that they actually really enjoy it. So, hope you've enjoyed today's design. I hope I've shown that it's actually quite straightforward to make something and you shouldn't be scared to not give it a go. It doesn't matter what the result is, as long as you enjoy doing it and then you enjoy the result, then that's the main thing. So, thank you for watching. We've got new videos every week. We'd love you to join us for one of our next designs. If you haven't already subscribed, we'd really appreciate it if you would. And if you can press the like button for this video, that really helps our channel as well. If you want to support our channel a little bit further, our PayPal details are in the description for the video. And if you're looking for a little bit more inspiration, then also in the description, we'll post a link for one of our other designs that you might enjoy. But until next time, take care and we'll see you soon.